Good evening, parents, family members, special guests, Nash-Rocky Mount Board of Education, our superintendent, Dr. Shelton Jeffries, executive cabinet members, and Tar River Academy faculty members. Please assist me with giving a special thanks to the Nash Central High School Navy Junior ROTC, led by Sergeant Major Leo Nieves, with a round of applause. Welcome to the commencement exercise for the graduating class of December 2018. Before we proceed, I would like to take a moment to make a few comments on behalf of our graduates. Our graduates have worked extremely hard in preparation for this ceremony. As such, we ask that you please respect the integrity of their ceremony by holding your applause until the names of all graduates have been called. I trust that this will not be an issue tonight as we celebrate the graduates sitting before us. This semester I have had the fortune to serve the scholars of Tar River Academy. Through this service, I submit to you that the scholars we are here to honor this evening, they're a breath of fresh air. I also submit to you this evening that the scholars that we honor here have learned not to compromise their character, which is one of their greatest assets. Let me share a quote with you by Gail Devers. Sometimes we fall. Sometimes we stumble. But we can't stay down. We can't allow life to beat us down. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for that reason. And it builds character in us. And it tells us what we are about and how strong we really are when we didn't think we could be that strong. The strength that Gail Devers speaks to is apparent in you. After this evening, we will greet you not as a student of Tar River Academy, but as a graduate of Tar River Academy. As a graduate, you understand that 82% of the inmates in the United States are high school dropouts, and you refuse to be a part of that. You understand that achieving your high school diploma would provide you with better health care options. You understand that the next 50 to 60 years will be impacted by your decision today of developing great character, which has led you sitting here this evening. The character that Gail Devers speaks to is also apparent in you. You made it up in your mind to protect your character when you refused to be involved with gangs, drugs, and the litany of distractions that plague our community. You made it up in your mind to protect and not compromise your character when you refused to be influenced by that so-called cool thing. You made up your mind to protect your character when you decided not to only come to Tar River Academy on a daily basis, but master and be successful in Mrs. Jones' biology course, where you would learn about static and electric currents. You didn't duck out of the Pearl Harbor poem project in Miss Pearson's class. You didn't try to escape Miss Tucker's read theory and symbolism posters in English 4. No, you didn't duck out. You have labored for knowledge. You have opened your mind to new ideas. You have done all of this, and you have succeeded. You have come to the realization that having your diploma would give access to furthering your education and career opportunities. You have come to the realization that having your diploma would allow you to make a higher salary and will help you with your ability to remain employed. Understand that this is not the ending, but a beginning. With this beginning, which you assume this evening, goes with many rights and privileges, but with it also comes an awesome amount of responsibility and demands. The very fact that you completed your studies and are now being acknowledged this evening means the last 12 years of your life has prepared you to accept those responsibilities and meet those demands. When the distractions come, and they will come, you can tell them this: I have made up my mind to protect my character because I know the fervent hope of the faculty and staff of Tar River Academy has for me. Yet and still, I need you to realize that this evening is not an ending, but a transition. A transition from one phase of your lives to another. This beginning leads to new and different pathways. There should be excitement and joy for what you have accomplished, and there should be great anticipation for what will yet to come. It has been said that to get anywhere in this world, you have to know someone important. You do have to know someone important. You have to know yourself. Knowing yourself, knowing what you can and cannot do, and doing your best in each and every situation. Believing that what you do today is important and will affect tomorrow. With this in mind, to do what you can, when you can, doing this will make this world a better place for everyone. Just imagine a world filled with people who understand that what they do will make a difference and who strive continuously to make that difference a positive good for everyone. That world is a reality within your grasp. You do make a difference. You have made a difference, and that difference is you. I pray that this evening will be the start of lives that are productive and satisfying, never compromising your character. I pray that you will always use the knowledge you have gleaned at Tar River Academy for the betterment of your lives. We as educators and you as students, we've done our part. Now we stand at a gateway, on the other side of which is the world with all that it offers and all that it demands. As you say farewell to us, you will say hello to tomorrow. Grab hold of that tomorrow, and using that, what you've learned in the past, build it into a bright and shining future. It is the hope and prayer of everyone here that your pathway be straight and true, and that your destination be golden with happiness and alive with vibrant promise. Much success and happiness to the class of 2018. At this time, we will have Alexis Jones Brockington to come forth to introduce our distinguished guests.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight, we would like to take a moment to recognize a few of our distinguished guests who have taken the time out of their schedules to celebrate with the December graduating class of 2018 this evening. When I call your name, please stand to be recognized. So, Nash-Rocky Mount Board of Education Chair, Ms. Ann Edge, and the Vice Chair, Mr. William Sharp. Members of the Board of Education, Mr. Chris Bassett, Ms. Evelyn Bullock, Ms. Doneva Chavis, Mr. Lank Danton, Mr. Dean Edwards, Mr. Richard Jenkins Jr., and Mr. Franklin Lamb, and Mr. Reginald Silver, and Ms. LaShonda Washington. And the Chief of Staff, Mr. Brian Miller. And members of Dr. Jeffrey's Executive Cabinet who are present this evening, Ms. Sheila Wallace, Interim Chief Finance Officer, Dr. Patricia Hollingsworth, Chief Communications Officer, Mr. Tremaine McQueen, Chief Technology Officer, Dr. Mark Cockrell, Chief Academic Officer, Mr. Leandis Farrow, Jr., Assistant Superintendent of Student Placement, Ms. Donetta Privet. Not here. Executive Director of Human Resources, Ms. Melissa Dancy Smith, Executive Director of Elementary Education. And Mr. Chad Thompson, Executive Director for High Schools. And Dr. Christine Catalano, Executive Director of Middle Schools. And Ms. Robin Griffin, Director of Accountability, Testing, and Data Analysis. And all other Nash-Rocky Mountain staff and faculty and administrators, please stand. And please assist me with giving them a warm Tar River Academy welcome. And at this time, please welcome my classmate, Ms. Jasmine Richardson, to the podium for reflections.
Hi. Even though we all have made mistakes, Tar River Academy has granted us with a second chance and opportunity to learn and grow. In the dictionary, it states that a mistake is an action or judgment that is misguided or wrong, but is it really a mistake if we have learned a lesson? The biggest mistake I have ever made was believing people when they said I cannot do something. Last month, Mr. Ingram was speaking to the class on improvement, and I remember him saying something that made an impact on me. Do you practice until you get it right? No, you practice until you can't get it wrong. What I realized he was trying to say was that as human beings, we make mistakes, some more than others, but life doesn't come with instructions. Therefore, we must learn from our shortcomings. Growing up, I have learned that you should not make the same mistake twice. If a person makes the same mistake twice, the second mistake then becomes a choice, because there is no lesson learned from the first incident. I guess what I'm trying to say is that to never give up and realize the errors made and learn from them. Before you give up on yourself or the dreams, always keep in mind as to why you are here, why you are still here, and what kept you motivated this long. Nothing will ever be accomplished if we allow obstacles to stop us. Everybody has the freedom to make their own choices in life. It is the wise person who makes the corrections to bad decisions. Like the famous author George Bernard Shaw once said, "We are made wise not by the recollection of our past, but by the responsibility of our future." A thought can illustrate into becoming a physical entity. I'm sorry, y'all. If you have a strong enough belief in something you desire, it will manifest itself. You just have to work hard and smart enough to match the desire to achieve it. If you believe in yourself and believe that you can do it, it will happen. It is very important to have a support system in your life. to help you through tough times in life. Sometimes I sit back and just think to myself, if it wasn't for my aunt, my grandma, or even my mom, I would never made it this far. They always believed in me when no one else would. They saw the good in me. They were there for me when I couldn't even be there for myself, and I love them so much for it. I'm so thankful for having such amazing people in my life. They were the glue when things fell apart. My year at this academy has been very interesting. It's really funny to me how people would ask, well, how'd you get into a school like that? As I proceeded to say, the school I attend to is Tar River Academy. Honestly, this school was not anywhere near what I expected it to be. This school has taught me a lot, and I made some amazing friends along the way. I did things that I never thought I would do, like reciting my Stop Bullying poem in front of the school, even though I messed up and restarted like 5 times. Usually my history teacher, Miss Pearson, would ask the class what has happened on this day of history and continue to say, on this day of history, the German King Henry III removes Pope Gregory VI from power. Though I'm not the history teacher, I will say on this day of history, myself and the students here before me have graduated from Tar River Academy, and this was not a mistake. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Thank you, Jasmine and Alexis. Great job. At this time, would Elvira and Dorothy please stand? Congratulations, Dorothy. I would like to present you with this commemorative medallion that honors you as a Tar River Academy High Achiever. Congratulations, Elvira. I would like to present you with this commemorative medallion that honors you as a Tar River Academy High Achiever. Please join me in giving these 2 deserving graduates a big round of applause. We will now have our presentation of diplomas. And I ask that our stage panel stand with me at this time. Graduates, before we begin awarding diplomas, know that we are very proud of you. And when you leave here this evening as graduates of Tar River Academy, I challenge you to go forth and do great things. At this time, our assistant principal, Ms. Linda Cooper, will come forth, and I ask that each graduate come to the stage when your name is called. Again, parents and guests, I ask that you be reminded of my earlier request that you please hold your applause until all diplomas have been awarded so that each parent can hear his or her graduate's name called. Mrs. Cooper.
Good evening, parents and guests of our graduates. Graduates, please come forward. Zykela Monye Cooper. James Javionte Rocky Edwards. Diamond Lanaya Hart. Sakori Yarnell Hendricks. Agaya Jones Chapman. Alexis Michelle Jones Brockington. Trenton Dentel Jordan. Corey Shaheem Lee. Joseph Alexander Lewis. Ahmad Zaire Lujan. Bredasia Trinae Parker. Akira Nigeri Parker Thomas. Giovanna Beckwith Phillips. Jasmine Alexis Richardson. Camille Yannin Ruiz. Jaquan James Scott. Montre Jaquez Stallings. Elvira Vasquez Mendez. Malik Ashad Walker. Tyreek Marquez Williams. Dorothy Annette Wilson. Now let's give our graduates a huge round of applause.
At this time, we will have our declaration of graduates. All graduates, please stand at this time. By the powers vested in me by the Nash-Rocky Mount Board of Education and the state of North Carolina, I now pronounce you a graduate of Tar River Academy with all the rights and privileges afforded thereby. You may now turn your tassel. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. As we conclude, graduates, I speak on behalf of every staff member of Tar River Academy by saying this: thank you. Thank you for giving us a chance to assist you in accomplishing your goal and moving forward towards your dreams. This is clearly why we love our professions, because of you. As Jasmine mentioned earlier, learn from your mistakes and grow from those opportunities. Maximize those opportunities as you begin your new life as an equal partner in this world. May it serve you well. So on this day in history, as you have turned your tassels and you are now recognized as a graduate of Tar River Academy, Congratulations, December class of 2018. We will recess in the following order: our stage panel, followed by our graduates, school board members, special guests, and TRA staff. Our parents will be escorted out both doors by our ushers. Please stand with me as we begin our recessional.